It's Week 17 of the National Football League, and we get to watch Brian Robinson Jr. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. This should be a good one to watch, and it's all up next.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. And thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Holtzen here as we get going with this one. Greg, you look at the matchup and one thing jumps out. And we see it more and more the last 5-6 years around the league. Rookie quarterbacks being given the keys and said, kid, let me see what you got.
Yeah, there's no waiting around anymore. It seems like more and more often, just like you said, we're seeing young rookie quarterbacks given the keys to the ship earlier and earlier. And a big reason for that is these coaches realize they don't have a long time to figure that quarterback position out. The longer it goes that you don't have the quarterback of the future, the more likely it is that the next guy that's drafted there, he's playing for a different coach.
The final 2 weeks of the regular season are upon us. And off we go on EA Sports. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
That's already 2 catches for this guy. We haven't even seen him hand the ball to him yet, and that's really what these running backs have become in the league. They're really just all-around weapons, and if the ground game's not working, you can go to the air, and vice versa. The more times this guy touches the ball, the better it is for this offense.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Daniels. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
Just seems nowadays, Mike, there's so many running backs in the NFL that can classify as being dual threats. Of course, we see them every week make their impact on the ground. But here in the first half, it's his ability in the passing game and do bulk of his damage as a receiving threat.
They'll try to set up the screen here.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
And he'll go down, back at the 4. This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? Here's a test on third down. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Brian Robinson, touchdown. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Zane Gonzalez on for the point after. It's up and good. And his guys will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. 1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch. And they will finally run him down. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis.
I think he chalked this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And with just 2 weeks left in the regular season, you can see he leads the league in rushing touchdowns. On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call. This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now pass deep for McLaurin. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. It's a touchdown.
Think back to the spring, Mike. We all watched the highlights of this guy's pro day, and you always question, why do they make these quarterbacks just rear back and throw it as far as they can? How often are they really going to do that? Well, when they do, like we saw here, it is a thing of beauty. He put that big arm on display with that last pass, and it winds up going for 6.
The PAT, up and good. And his guys move out on top, 14-0. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. A return now from the 4. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. A hit, and he has lost the football. The defense has got it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
Now Daniels throwing on first and 10. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Daniels now going to look to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
Taking off, he'll try to... And he's into the end zone. Jaden Daniels for the score.
And that's a bit of a gamble, but I really like the aggressive play call. Understand it here before the half. We don't want 3. We're trying to come away with 6, and he forgoes the field goal try. They take a shot in the end zone, and they come away with a touchdown.
Al Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the kick is good. So what a finish to this first half as they extend the lead.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. Next, we'll head east. It's on to Cincinnati as we check in on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Denver Broncos. Joe Burrow with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Khalil Shakir up over 100 yards receiving with 2 touchdown grabs. We were treated to a fine performance in the first half from the Heisman Trophy winner, Jaden Daniels. He threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for another, as his guys have the lead at halftime. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Falcons offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Pitts is the man in motion. And here's Bijan. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Penix on third down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the former Wolverine, the rookie from Michigan. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Second half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick 6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
Gonzalez now for the point after. His kick is good, and his guys are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Throw over the middle, caught by London. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
First down, Falcons.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short. From the gun, it's Penix. To the right, that's Pitts. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Atlanta.
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Penix. He'll get that to Kadero Hodge. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
That's the tight end, Pitts.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd and 2. Penix gonna throw again. And he's gonna have to eat this one as down he goes.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off, and whether it's missed.
And he's going to go down. The pressure once again too much, and that should wrap this one up.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The home team's offense and running back Brian Robinson on the field for their next drive. And he continues to be a thorn in the side of defenses trying to stop him. Currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing. Out now is the field goal unit. They'll try to pick up 3 points here. Well, this would be something from an impossible distance. And as expected, this one's not going to get there. It's no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
You have to give them credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker, because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Penix.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. 3rd and long. Now Penix. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Our home team 48, visitors 7.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. So the move is for the field goal unit here. This is stretching it. It'll be a 68-yard attempt. And as expected, this one's not going to get there. It's no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Now the lefty panics on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Plant. It's Penix. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. A tough spot here. Third and long. Back to throw. Here's Penix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout. Now a second timeout called by the defense. And they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll throw on first down with Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. Good looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into the...
And that final throw here is intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Sanderstill. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. A game they really did struggle in. It looked like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.